Hello, YouTube. Trying a little bit of a different angle here. Uh, um, as you can see on the screen here, I've got Captain America, Steve Rogers, Bucky, Winter Soldier, or other way around, and Falcon, who we don't need his name because he's not quite as cool as the other two, in my opinion. He's great, but he's not, on their level. So I actually want to talk a little bit about Captain America 4, which, of course, is not out yet. It's not written yet. Uh, there's probably no ideas for it. If they're even planning on a Captain America 4, I have no idea. But what I think would be a cool idea is if they took, at the end of Endgame, Steve Rogers and just make him old. Make him old Steve Rogers. So he's not Captain America, but he can still be guidance. And this way, they don't need Chris Evans to be in it. They can get, an older guy in, his 80s or 90s or whatever, as long as he's old. Doesn't matter who it is, really. And then have Bucky take up the mantle of Captain America. You might remember in the comics, he was Captain America for a little bit. But then, after a little while, in the movie, as it progresses, Bucky messes up, gets somebody killed. He feels bad. He lets it go. Next up, Falcon, who was Captain America for quite a bit in the comics there, during, I can't remember, where all the good guys went bad. What the hell was the name of that story arc? I can't remember what it was, though. Axis, I believe? I think. So yeah, and then have, again, Steve Rogers being able to uh, guide them, as they turn into basically the new tag team for Captain America. This way, you still have the Steve Rogers character in there. You're getting a full story arc, which would actually make sense to go along with, handing the mantle over of Captain America. Steve just turns into the man in the chair basically, and I think that would probably be the best way of doing it. Um, Bucky can still be in there, but he's still dealing with his head problems. Like we even saw that at the beginning of Infinity War. That he was ready to put an arm back onto him, but he wasn't quite there. He just I don't know. All three of these guys are great actors, though. Anthony Mackie, I make fun of Falcon a bit, but he's actually a really good actor. It took me a long time to realize that he's the same dude, Papa Doc, there from 8 Mile, which I thought was really funny because in 8 Mile he's so skinny, and I think that's why I didn't recognize him. But I should have saw the gap, that gap there, because well, it's fairly noticeable. Uh, but I think that's actually just about it. My idea for yeah, Captain America 4, which again I don't know if they're even going to be doing. I hope they do because Captain America is one of my favorite characters in all of the not only the MCU but in the comic books. He's an amazing character. And when I was younger, it's funny, I actually hated him because I just didn't find him appealing. And then I picked up New Avengers #1, and I got totally turned around right from there. New Avengers #1. Also in that one, Iron Man. I never liked Iron Man until New Avengers #1. That's back in like 2005, 2004, I think. So like it's amazing how far all these guys have come since then, and especially in the movies. Like they're all really really good at what they do, uh, and hopefully they're going to continue to do more movies. I really wish Chris Evans would stay on because he is probably the best guy who they could have gotten to play Captain America, aside from David Boreanaz, who I think is another guy who would have been amazing at Captain America. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, that's my plan. Make Captain America old. Give it to Bucky. Bucky fucks up. Steve then gives it to Falcon. They all work together. All right. Have a good one, YouTube.